The Hinterkaifeck murders, Germany's most chilling unsolved mystery, 1922. In the quiet Bavarian countryside of Germany, a small, isolated farm stood in silence until it became the site of one of the most terrifying unsolved murder cases in history. 6 people brutally killed, no one caught, and nearly a century later the truth still hides in the shadows. This is the story of the Hinterkaifeck murders, a seemingly peaceful farm located just 43 miles from Munich. Hinterkaifeck was home to the Gruber family, but on a cold night in March 1922, the farm became a blood-soaked mystery that still haunts Germany to this day. What happened at Hinterkaifeck is not just a tale of murder, but one of paranoia, superstition, and chilling discoveries that would turn your blood cold. Andreas Gruber, his wife Cecilia, their widowed daughter Victoria Gabriel, and her 2 children, little Cecilia and Joseph, were not what you'd call a typical family. The neighbors whispered about the strange and secretive behavior of the Grubers. Andreas, the patriarch, was known to be a harsh man with a dark side. There were rumors, whispers of violence, incest, and affairs that surrounded the family like a sinister fog. But no one could have imagined the nightmare that was about to unfold. In the days leading up to the murders, strange occurrences began to plague the farm. Andreas Gruber discovered footsteps in the snow leading from the nearby woods straight to the house, but no footsteps leaving. The key to the farmhouse went missing. The sound of footsteps echoed in the attic at night, though no one could find the source. But the family, possibly out of fear or disbelief, stayed silent and stayed put. Perhaps they believed the rural isolation would protect them. Perhaps they thought it was all in their minds. Whatever the reason, the Grubers were never seen alive again. On April 4th, 1922, neighbors began to grow concerned. They hadn't seen the Gruber family for days. Mail was piling up, and the farm had grown eerily quiet. When a search party arrived at the farm, what they found was beyond anyone's darkest fears. Hidden beneath layers of hay in the barn lay 4 bodies: Andreas, his wife, their daughter Victoria, and little Cecilia. They had all been brutally bludgeoned to death. Inside the house, 2 more bodies were discovered: the youngest member of the family, 2-year-old Joseph, and the family maid, Maria Baumgartner, murdered in their beds. What shocked investigators even more than the murders themselves was the chilling realization that the killer, or killers, had stayed on the farm for several days after the crime. Freshly eaten food was found in the kitchen. The animals had been fed. Smoke had been seen coming from the chimney. It was as though the murderer had made themselves at home amidst the carnage. Despite multiple investigations, the Hinterkaifeck case remained a terrifying enigma. No valuables were taken. There seemed to be no motive. And yet, no one saw or heard anything that could lead to a suspect. The brutality of the crime, the bizarre circumstances, and the eerie silence that followed haunted the region for decades. Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some believe the murders were committed by Victoria's estranged lover who wanted revenge. Others say Andreas Gruber's dark secrets finally caught up with him, and the killings were a result of deep personal vendettas. Still, there are those who suggest something more sinister. Some villagers believed the farm was cursed, haunted by the spirits of those who had died long ago. Could the mysterious footsteps and strange happenings in the days before the murders be signs of something otherworldly? Theories ranged from vengeful family members to local criminals to supernatural forces lurking in the shadows of the forest surrounding Hinterkaifeck. But despite these theories, no arrests were ever made. The case grew colder, and the terrifying truth about what happened that night was buried with the victims. Hinterkaifeck is long gone. The farm was demolished, and all that remains are fragments of the past, pieces of a puzzle that will never be solved. Some say if you visit the area at night, you can still hear the sounds of footsteps in the snow, the faint creak of a door swinging open, and the whispers of those who died, trapped in an endless search for justice. Who or what murdered the Gruber family? Was it a person driven by hatred, or something far more chilling? Perhaps the truth is still out there, waiting in the dark. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into one of history's most unsettling mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more stories that will leave you sleepless. Stay curious, but stay safe.